Hello, I'm Lance Holbert, Editor-in-Chief of Journal Communication. We have the good fortune of hosting a special issue devoted to open communication research. I've been asked to spend a few moments to talk about my own editorial perspective on the topic, as well as to outline the parameters of the special issue. First, I want to express our excitement to be able to host this special issue. The topic of open research has been around for a long time, but it's gaining a lot of traction within the field of communication, and we feel it's important that journal communication be a part of this discussion. Overall, we feel that hosting the special issue is a continuation of our mission to showcase how the field may improve in the area of knowledge generation. While open research has been discussed for a long time, it oftentimes takes hold within a field and the practice is enacted after some crisis, some major event where there's clear academic fraud and has a whole bunch of direct and indirect effects. Crisis is never the ideal context by which to create and enact change. It oftentimes leads to policy by anomaly. We think it is best for the field to address the topic of open research when it is not in some type of crisis mode. It allows for better decision making, so we think the special issue is coming at a particularly good time. When the Open Science Agenda piece was first sent to us, I immediately thought that this is the type of work that's going to gain a lot of attention and potential traction within the field. Indeed, that has been the case. I just checked this morning and see that the work has received a little over 2,500 views, and clearly this topic is on people's minds and is generating discussion within the field. The manuscript does an excellent job of providing a summary of the open science philosophy, the upsides of adopting these research practices, and how best to operationalize this approach to knowledge generation. I'm going to first offer my personal perspective on the topic, and then I will turn my attention to an editorial perspective regarding open research. I have a master's degree in public administration, and as a result of that, I tend to view these types of topics as a change in policy. And one truism that comes out of MPA training is that whenever there's a large-scale policy change, there are things that are gained and there are things that are lost. And it is important that we think through not just what is gained as a result of a policy change, but what are potential downsides or what is lost along the way as well. It's always the case that there are gains and losses. It is my desire for the field to have a quality discussion of the potential gains and losses stemming from a move to open research, and for this debate to take place in a non-crisis environment. I think that creates the best opportunity for quality outcomes. Like many in the field, I'm excited by the discussion of open research, and always am interested in whatever will help improve the practice of knowledge generation within the field. But I'm still trying to figure out exactly what are the upsides and downsides that exist to this change in policy and practice. From an editorial perspective, three things really stand out to me. One is that under an open research practice, how do the dynamics between author, reviewer, and editor change? Two, does open research have any financial implications? In particular, I'm interested in the long-term financial health and viability of our journals and the associations that rely on them as a key revenue stream. Third, I believe that the move toward open research will require additional training in order to be done well. Most immediately is how to craft a solid hypothesis. I must admit, over my first 16, 17 months in the position of editor-in-chief, I've been surprised at the inability of people to craft concise, precise hypotheses. So if null hypothesis significance testing is still going to be part of what we do as a field, and this is the type of material that is going to be pre-registered, they need to be done well. The practice needs to be improved within the field. The focus of the special issue is on 3 themes that emerged from our review of the Open Science agenda piece. 1, we would like to see more evidence, empirical evidence, concerning current research practices and concerns with those practices within the field of communication itself. 2, we would like for people to be able to outline potential downsides that exist from a move to open research. And with that, are there things that can be done by the field in order to best mitigate those potential losses or downsides? 3, a lot of the discussion of open science is with regard to quantitative, empirical, scientific work. But the field is broader than that, and are there potential downsides that exist or concerns or impacts on humanistic and qualitative research? For example, a lot of the work in digital humanities kind of cuts across a number of different epistemological boundaries, and with a policy change this large, it's going to have impact across the field in all types of research, and we just want to have a broader discussion of that. Again, I just wanted to close with offering our thanks for allowing us to be a part of this discussion. We're excited with where the special issue is going to be going. We wish you all good health, and please stay safe in these most uncertain times. We look forward to your submissions for the special issue. Quick reminder that June 15th is the extended abstract due date, and offered on this slide is a link to our call for papers for the special issue. Looking forward to the rest of the discussion within this particular session, and please feel free to reach out to Journal Communication if you have any questions or concerns related to the special issue or any other issues concerning the journal writ large. Thank you very much.